Привет снова, товарищи! Welcome to another episode of the Bamul gaming series, this time with a fancy new intro. Please keep in mind that this video has some spoilers for the game Metro Last Light, as well as slight spoilers for the book Metro 2035. But nothing too major, and I think it's fair to assume you already know a little about both, if you're interested in the newest project from 4A Games. So it's that time of the year again, June 2017. E3 is here for the 23rd time since its creation in '95, and all the major publishers are rushing their development studios to create spectacular demo versions of their unfinished games. Hype is all around and plenty of expectations from gamers eager to see what goodies have been cooked up for them. Deep Silver and 4A Games did not disappoint, having just announced their next big production, namely another installment in the Metro franchise, entitled Metro Exodus. And they sure as hell had plenty to show us with a very impressive, but of course heavily scripted demo of the game. Today I will tell you everything you need to know about Artyom's upcoming adventure. Did I say Artyom? Yes, that's right, our favorite silent 22-year-old is back to once again reprise his role as the protagonist and main player character of the game. In an interview, the developers have confirmed that Last Light's redemption ending, which is basically the good one that you had to work for, is indeed canon. Artyom has survived and is now married to Anna. Any fellow readers of the Metro universe out there will probably remember how Metro 2035 ended and should see a connection here, as the book finished with the Ranger couple leaving Moscow behind to embark on a journey towards Vladivostok in the Far East. But unlike in the novel, in Exodus Artyom and Anna live not just on their own but with a group of Spartans from the Ranger Order. Judging by the gameplay we've seen so far and the theme of traveling eastwards from the Russian capital, it is safe to assume that the Trans-Siberian Railway is very likely to play a big part here. Moreover, the developers have revealed that the story of Metro Exodus will take place over a whole year, spanning all 4 seasons from boiling hot summer to lethally cold winter. These changes in climate and different locations as we move further east will be important for the game's ecosystem in that we will encounter various mutants, both old and new species, depending on where we are and what time of the year it is. We are leaving behind the intoxicated city ruins for vast stretches of the wilderness, some of which have remained largely untouched by the nuclear fallout, as the air may be safe to breathe without filters and the soil might actually be fertile in some areas. The gameplay seems similar at first. Exodus is still very much a first-person shooter with survival, horror and stealth elements. However, this is a deceiving surface appearance, since this time the environments will be considerably more open-ended and less linear. The game world is set to consist of large sandbox areas that are tied together by linear underground sections to preserve progression. The developers refer to the system as sandbox survival. It is an interesting solution, one that will hopefully stop Exodus from becoming too much like its open world competition, such as Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed. As we will be exploring much wider areas than we had access to in the previous games, 4A Games has given us a map to use, as well as a pair of binoculars that will allow us to study our surroundings. Yet apart from that and some new weaponry, for example the crossbow, that's pretty much it in terms of new gameplay mechanics that we've seen so far. Other than that, the trailer shows us things that long-time fans will recognize from Last Light, checking your watch to see when you should switch filters, using your awesome bullet-shaped lighter to burn away through thick cobwebs, even colored flags to guide you through the level are back. A new feature that the developers seemed quite proud of is being able to customize Artyom's wristband with numerous indicators. Sadly, the trailer did not show us how this works. Another nice addition is being able to swap between different magazine types for your firearms. I'm almost 100% certain that the woman you see in the train, sticking her arm out to help Artyom up, is Anna, Miller's daughter and Artyom's partner. Metro 2035 ended with the 2 young adults reconciled after a complicated time in their relationship, and Anna was the only one to accompany our protagonist on his journey to Vladivostok. We know that the video game canon of the series is slightly different, but it is also deeply intertwined with the novel trilogy, as Metro 2035 takes much from Last Light, and it looks like Exodus will take plenty from Metro 2035. Furthermore, this girl looks like Anna. She's clearly a brunette and even wears a similar outfit with the orange colors and everything. What else do we know from the information provided to the public? Well, the map seen in the trailer encompasses the specific sandbox area the player has access to. Curiously, some of the monsters are based on motion capture from human actors. Part of the 4A team, either at Malta or the original studio in Kiev, is focused on developing interesting weapons that are mechanically sound, which should come as no surprise to hardcore fans of the series. as we've seen with the Bastard submachine gun or the Ubojnik shotgun. One of the developers is actually an engineer. Apparently the two studios stay in constant contact with each other through an always-on live feed, which enables them to work together efficiently even though one is located in Southern Europe and the other in Ukraine. Last but not least, something I'm personally looking forward to is the fact that Artyom will no longer be just a floating head with two arms. That's right, he can now vault over obstacles and will be able to see his legs. Sadly, that is practically everything there is to know about the game at this moment, which I know isn't a great deal of info. I made a page for Exodus at the Metro Wiki, and I highly recommend keeping your eyes peeled to that article, as others and I will try to keep it updated with any relevant news that crop up about the project. Stay tuned to my channel for more content like this too. We'll probably have to wait quite a while for Metro Exodus, since the release date was given as departing 2018, which could mean the very end of the year in December. Fortunately, it is not an exclusive of any kind and will be available on all three of the main platforms, the PC, PS4 and Xbox One. That is all. Thanks for watching and пока. Увидимся через год.